Okay, so we are live on YouTube, I believe. I'm just waiting for. There we go.
Yes, live.
YouTube, we're live. Now let's go live on TikTok. Cham. You know,
the ball so quickly, keeps it so close. When you make a challenge, you're going to get it absolutely right. I think Howson steps in there and thinks he's going to get the ball and actually doesn't. Catches Elise. It is a foul.
Champion, champion. Ole, ole,
The centre backs
ole.
giving a real problem. Running across those centre backs is a hard challenge to
Champion,
make.
champion. Ole, ole, ole. Champion. Wagwan, people. What are we saying? Can you turn down the volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we're back, Thanks for joining us today. on
Yep.
TikTok.
Champions League quarter-final. Real Madrid versus Bayern at the Santiago Bernabeu. 6
Send me the
minutes.
TikTok one as
6
well.
minutes in here. I've sent it. 6 minutes in here. Oh,
Oof, Olise already trying to put his mark down as a contender for the Ballon d'Or. I'd actually like to see him win it, Like him or Harry Kane. Harry Kane deserves it because of, how far he's come.
Yeah.
Coming from Tottenham. Like, everybody knows if you're at Tottenham, you might be the greatest player in the world. But trophies and all that, almost non-existent. You know?
unfortunately.
Oof.
Yeah,
Very, very
unfortunately.
close. Very close.
But yeah, I mean, as of now, Bayern seems to be the more threatening. But the Real Madrid that I know in the Champions League, they don't mind having the other team have the football and catch you on a brisk counter. So, and they have the boys for it. Mbappe, Vinicius, all in the lineup. They have been missing Jude Bellingham recently due to injury. But let's see what they can make of tonight's fixture. I know Vinny and Mbappe have been a bit banged up recently. I wouldn't see Mbappe especially is fully fit.
But honestly speaking, it's been all Bayern.
Yeah, I mean 7 minutes in, it's been all Bayern for the most part. But I'm sure as the game goes on, Madrid will grow into the game. Another corner here. Oh, Nabri. Tried a bicycle kick, didn't work out.
Yeah. Real Madrid struggled to get out of their half. And
But yeah, so in regards to the match, it's good to see Mbappe back in the squad. He's been in and out of the squad this season due to injury. But I mean, when he's been in games, he's given us a great showing of his capabilities. I mean, for me, I think he is the best. With everybody fully fit, I think he's the best footballer in the world.
really?
I don't know how you view it.
Really?
Yeah, I think with everybody
Mbappe.
with everybody fully fit in the world of football, I think Mbappe is the greatest goal threat and I think the best footballer
Then
football has to offer.
Can I ask this question then?
Yeah.
You know how everybody has said that, oof, go. Oh
No,
my
off
God.
the line.
Whoa, that was very close. That was very, very close. I was going to ask, how do you see him within a team? I think individually, me personally, I think individually, he's one of the best players in the world. But a lot of people have a problem with him in teams. Like PSG, they feel like he was the reason why they never won it.
No.
Or right now, Real Madrid, all the controversy, they think that he's in control of the, what's happening and all that. I don't personally believe that, but then, when it's said so many times, you now kind of have to look like, yo, maybe there's some kind of truth to what people are saying at the moment.
I mean, I think it's just the name of the game. I mean, when you're that good of a footballer, you're definitely going to have polarizing. You're going to be a polarizing figure. You're going to have people disagree with. You're going to have people disagree with your viewpoints, who you are as a person, who you are as a player, and Mbappe, unfortunately, has come on the other end of a lot of people's remarks within the football space. Pundits, fellow coaches, even team presidents. I mean, Juan Laporta of Barcelona has famously said that Mbappe would tear apart the dressing room, and and that was said around when he joined Madrid. So it's just unfortunate to hear a lot of people say that. But we're talking about someone that has won the World Cup in 2018, came into the final in 2022, scored the first hat-trick in a World Cup final since
But he didn't win it, though.
Pele himself. Yeah, unfortunately. But like we said, it's a team sport, and I don't think his teammates stepped up as much as he did on the night.
So do you think he holds his teammates at a higher regard than they do themselves?
It depends on what team we're talking about. So if we're talking about Madrid, I think Madrid is going through a current transition period now where they're trying to figure out he fits, amongst the rest of them.
Hold on. Come in. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think, with the France team, I don't know. It's been interesting. They've been to 2 World Cup finals in a row. They still have a very, very, very strong squad, with a lot of new young talent since the last World Cup. And he's definitely going to be the arrowhead of that. And who knows how successful they'll be this coming World Cup. But they're definitely one of the contenders.
No, 100%. You can't leave
can't
France.
deny that,
Yeah, you can't.
But in the Madrid side of things, I don't know. They're just in the middle of a transition period. I mean, they haven't been able to stick to a coach since Ancelotti left. Vinicius and Mbappe are trying to figure out their chemistry amongst one another. Bellingham has been in and out due to injury. They're very, very lackluster defensively. So I don't really put that on Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe had the highest goal scoring first season for a Real Madrid player ever. And this is a team that
even more than Ronaldo.
Yeah, more than anybody. Anybody you know of in a Madrid jersey in their first season never scored more than Mbappe did last season. So we're talking about Ronaldo. We're talking
And what
about
did they win
Raul.
with all of that?
Nothing, unfortunately. Nothing, unfortunately. He had an amazing individual season, but nothing to show for it at the end of the season.
So that's where.
But would you put that on him, or would you put that on the team not fully capitalizing on the season he had?
That's true. But you see, you also have to look at where his goals came, in what games his goals came. But I know that he scored in the big games as well.
Scored in the big games. He scored a hat-trick against Barcelona.
Yeah.
I mean, he's no slouch. Really no slouch. And
So
I
then
think he's a big stage player.
Where do those rumors come from? Like, I don't get it. Is it just people hating?
I think this all definitely started when he left PSG, and I don't think the PSG board ownership were too pleased with them not being able to get a transfer value for him, and he was able to leave on a free.
But
And then they as soon as he left, following season they win the Champions League, and I think to just spit in his face, they've really been pushing this agenda, especially with certain media clips. I mean, we saw the famous clip of Luis Enrique pushing him to start pressing whilst that was his first season with Mbappe and the rest of the squad, and Mbappe was a bit unsure as to whether he should be pressing, and that style of play ended up winning them the Champions League without Mbappe.
Yeah, because they got Dembele who would do that.
Who were more committed to that style of play. Dembele, Brady Barcola, Kivska Kvaratskhelia, and Desiree Doué. They've been leading that front line, and they've been very, very active with their pressing, and they make it almost unplayable for other teams. Mbappe didn't seem willing to be a part of that. And they were successful without him, and I think ever since then they've been pushing this agenda that, he's the reason why this didn't happen. But let's keep in mind, this is a PSG team that had the likes of Ibrahimovic once upon a time, Neymar, Lavezzi, Cavani. None of them were able to do it. So why are we picking specifically Mbappe's era
No, because you see,
as to why they didn't win the Champions League when he was around. Messi came around.
that's what I was just about to ask you about that. You know, in the Messi, Neymar, Mbappe era, they always said Neymar was the Mbappe was the problem,
Yeah.
and that he didn't want to really play with them.
Yeah.
He wouldn't sit down.
There was a time when Neymar was also an issue too. But yeah, Mbappe definitely took over the headlines.
You know,
But once they all left.
but I don't see how that is true because like three great players like this, why wouldn't they be excited to play with each other? Do you get me? Because like even this narrative between what's his name? Is it Rodrigo? What do you call it? Mbappe and then Vinicius. Right now they're all talking about like who's the most important player, this that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't understand why with him wherever he goes. Well, his two the people he plays with seem to have a problem with him, or the media or the fans make it seem out like that. That's what I don't get, especially if he's banging in your goals.
So I don't know. In regards to the Madrid thing, I think the narrative also came up because Madrid had already done it without him, with the exact same squad. Bellingham, Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Co had already won the Champions League the year before he joined.
In the league.
So it was like, why bring in this guy if things are already working? But why can't the greed be greedy and go for the best possible players to make sure they keep winning? And unfortunately, he came in and he scored a whole lot of goals, but unfortunately, there was no silverware to show for it. And they're in the midst of a huge transition period with an interim manager and just so much uncertainty as to what they can make out of this season. But I wouldn't pinpoint that and, or pin my finger straight at Mbappe as to why all of this hasn't gone well. Coaching has definitely been an issue. Defensively, they've been an issue. Goalkeeping wise, they haven't had some issues with, Courtois recently with injuries here and there. So Lunin is starting today.
So he's just a scapegoat then.
Pretty much a scapegoat. Long story short. And it's unfortunate to see, especially when he's, that amazing of a player. But it's the name of the game. People had issues with Ronaldo, always saw him as a diva in the past. And I just see a direct mirror between that situation and Ronaldo during his career and what Mbappe is going through right now.
Oh, Rudiger. Is that Alexander Arnold?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think that Alexander Arnold, though I didn't like him when he was at Liverpool, might actually be really, this should be a goal. They should be able to score.
Good effort.
Yeah, but you see that they worked well together.
Yeah, like I was saying, they're amazing on the counter. And you see, Madrid has grown into the game. They don't mind you having the ball and they will run you down. I mean, look, it's 2v5? 2v6, actually.
And they were still able to put
shots
on target. Yeah.
Madrid really doesn't mind. And
crossing the ball. Okay, this time they couldn't keep it down. Now let's talk about Bayern. Bayern to me, I find it great. Like Bayern is a strong team, guaranteed to win the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
But for me, I never thought Company would come from a relegation team, right, to do what he's doing here.
Yeah.
Like make Harry Kane look like even better than he was before, and that's insane for a striker like Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Like right now he's in conversation for Ballon d'Or. The last English player who was in conversation for Ballon d'Or, who was that? Would you say Beckham?
No, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham was in conversation for Ballon d'Or.
Just recently?
Yeah, in his first season for Madrid.
But I honestly didn't think Jude Bellingham. Actually, his first season was crazy.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
Yeah, he was amazing. I mean, that was the last English player anybody would have mentioned close to it. I mean, Cole Palmer as well. I would say Cole Palmer as well has been mentioned around the Ballon d'Or. I think he finished top 10.
Yeah, but
he finished top 10 or top 15, I would say, in the Ballon d'Or last year.
But like I mean like someone who like we know undoubtedly could win it this season.
Yeah, I mean, The last one I would say was Bellingham.
Bellingham.
Bellingham could have won it that year.
That's over. Was that the one where Rodri?
Yes, the year Rodri won it. I would say.
TikTok, you're really messing up our flow. Like every day, they give us behavior ban, but we just talk about football. What more do you want from us? Like honestly speaking, it's getting jarring. Like, tell us what the content that you don't like. Like, like allow us to know. Rah. Sorry, we're just trying to appeal for what do you call it? For our life. It keeps on being what do you call it? Flagged. Like anyway, where were we? We're talking about buying, right?
Yeah.
What do you how do you think company how has he been able to move from a team was it Burnley? It was Burnley,
Yeah,
right?
Burnley,
From
yeah.
Burnley to Bayern.
So the year he was at Burnley, they got relegated, but there was a style of play that he implemented in the squad that was just very exciting for a lot of European teams, and unfortunately, it definitely wasn't the right choice of using that style of play with Burnley because it was too much of risk taking and not being as conservative as they should have been, which led to them conceding so many goals and eventually to their relegation. But a lot of other European teams saw it as an opportunity to bring in a coach that is well respected, I think, around European football during his playing days. Has been a captain in the past, a leader, has succeeded at the highest level with Manchester City. Had a very, very good international career, I would say, with Belgium. And yeah, they just wanted to see that style of play being implemented at Bayern Munich. And Bayern didn't mind the restarts with the younger coach, especially having tested with Julian Nagelsmann. So then it's all seemed to work out. I mean, they've been able to bring in exciting players like Olise, Luis Diaz, and Harry Kane, and it's been a fairy tale ever since.
But would you say that do you think that his problem was the squad he had and not the league he was in? And by this, I mean, I'm also trying to ask, do you think if he had a bigger team in the Premier League, he would have been able to do what he's doing with Bayern?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, the league is definitely very tough, but he also definitely didn't have the personnel to fully execute, his philosophy. And the level of talent at Bayern Munich is allowing him to, fully express his ideas on the football field. And maybe if he had that top six side in England, he might have been way more successful as compared to his situation at Burnley. It's just that right now with the Premier League and how tough it is, who knows whether he would have been given that kind of time
To
fully see out his philosophy and hopefully compete for trophies.
But I feel like the pressure at Bayern is just as much as any top 5 or top 6 side, And he was able because that season he came. Bayern didn't win the league the season before. It was Leverkusen.
Yeah.
So they're coming off a team where, a season where Bayern actually skipped out, like didn't win the league.
Yeah.
And they had to bring him in. So I don't know whether they would have had patience if he didn't win the league.
I don't think they brought him in for league purposes. I mean, because I think the Bayern Munich, hierarchy has an understanding that once in every, decade, 5 to 7 years, let's say mid-term, you're going to have another German team pop up and, shows a level of excitement and potentially win the league. Dortmund has done it once in the last 15 years. And Leverkusen has showed up. Every other title has been Bayern Munich. I think they're bringing in a coach to try and see whether they could push for a Champions League trophy. I mean, if you're definitely a part of the Bayern Munich hierarchy, you would have expected way more final appearances from them. They managed to win it twice in the last 12 to 15 years. And with the kind of squads they've had and how they've been able to transition out of those squads, think of the Robin, Ribery, Lewandowski, Schweinsteiger, Toni Kroos era.
Whoa.
And then how they've been able to spin that into this era. In fact, even before that era was, Thomas Muller, Jamal Musiala has been part of that, slightly.
They've actually...
they've had so many fantastic players in and around the
Is
squad.
Musiala back?
Musiala has been back in training. He's been playing pretty good football. And today, funny enough, he is starting.
He's starting?
Yeah, or he should have.
I thought he was on the
actually
bench.
didn't. No, he's on the bench. Initially thought he had started. Yeah, he's on the bench today. But yeah, they've had a lot of exciting players in and around the squad, over the years, and how they've been able to transition out of those different iterations of Bayern Munich has been very, very brilliant. It's just that they haven't won as much as they feel like they should have. And for them, winning is at the highest level is the Champions League. And this season, they've built a very, very strong squad that should, really contend for this Champions League trophy. And I'm sure in some people's views, it might be Champions League or bust. It might be Champions League or bust.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's see what's happening on the Arsenal side of things.
Yeah, Arsenal's still 0-0 as well.
So guys, we're going to be paying attention to both sides, the Real Madrid and the Arsenal side of things. So out of these two, who do you want to win, Real Madrid or Bayern?
I definitely like what Madrid stands for and who they are as a team. Oh,
That was close. Second time.
yeah, a bit sloppy at the back for Madrid. They're not able to pass the ball through and get it out of their final third. Or let's say their back third.
They should be nervous because this is the second time they've almost had an open goal.
Yeah. Well, see, I'd like to see Madrid win, but it just genuinely wouldn't surprise me if Bayern were just to get out and get into the semi-finals because they're very, very strong side. So much goal threat.
Now you said you like what Real Madrid stands for and what they are about. What do you mean by what they stand for and what they are about?
Real Madrid is undoubtedly the greatest team in football history. They've won the most. They've had the greatest players. They have, I think, the most Ballon d'Or winners. Yeah, it's just a great squad up and down, through many generations. So even although a Chelsea fan, I can acknowledge the greatness of this side and what they're able to do and the magic of the side, especially in years where they don't play the greatest football, but they're able to win at the highest level.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And almost showed that with a quick counter-attack goal, but it was saved by Neuer. Very interesting. As you were speaking, they were proving why they are the best.
Yeah,
They're not playing the most amazing football, but they know what to do to win.
they have the players. I mean, they have the players to show a level of goal threat, and they're some of the most exciting players in the world. And like I said, I genuinely believe that Mbappe, everybody fully healthy, whether it's your Rodris, your Harry Kanes, your Lewandowskis, your Lamine Yamals, your Cole Palmers, your Haalands. Yeah, Mbappe for me is the best footballer there is.
So right now we are tuned into the Sporting Arsenal game, and Arsenal has had a few rocky days. What do you call it? By being kicked out of the FA Cup by, who was it?
Southampton.
Southampton. Which kind of came as a shocker to me. I didn't expect them to actually be knocked out, you know.
Yeah, nobody did. But I mean, I'm sure doubts came in when that starting lineup came through. It wasn't, any selection of their first choice players, but a few of them were in there. I mean, Odegaard was in that squad. You had Mosquera and Saliba in the back, and yeah, Ben White as well was playing. Miles Lewis Kelly was playing.
Bro, that team is good enough.
Norgard, former captain of Brentford, was playing. So it's just so unfortunate they're not able to see that through. And I mean, for them to be top of the league, you'd expect them to at least be headed to Wembley. And with the FA Cup, Wembley begins from the semi-final onwards.
But honestly speaking, I think that's it's really bad that they are missing out on this because in the land, it's the second most important cup.
Yeah.
You get me? So they should not in any way be even missing out of the semi. I'm not saying that it's good.
Oh, I mean, it still would have been a disappointment if they were out at the semis anyways. But
you get me? And it's still going to be a disappointment if they don't win it because FA Cup is that's their home ground, that's their turf, that's their trophy. Do you get me?
Yeah.
They've won it the most.
Yeah, they wanted the most. But I think in Arsenal's case, the league and the Champions League is still of high priority. If Arteta was to have finished the league only winning the FA Cup, I think it would be a very, unsuccessful season, especially with where they found themselves in the league table.
That's why I'm worried for them. Because they put all their eggs in one basket.
No, but I mean, those are the baskets.
Yeah.
The Champions League and the Premier League are the baskets.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessary. It doesn't necessarily mean that they put it all in those baskets. That's where they have to win to prove that the investments Arteta has received, well over £1 billion over the last 7 to 8 years, has been worthwhile and has been worth the wait. Because they only have, as of now, one trophy to show for it, and that's the FA Cup in his first season. And we've had 7 different seasons since then. So, it's time to really, really step up and see this Premier League season through and hopefully lift up that trophy come May time.
Well, I think they can. I think Arsenal should win.
They're well ahead, 9 points ahead, with City having a game in hand. So even if City was to win that game, it's still another 6.
That's just 2 games.
There's only so many left.
Well, how many games? 15, 12?
There's only so many left. Oh, it's far less than that. As of now, there is only 7 games left.
7? It's still possible.
7 games left.
But they should win it. They should really win it. Even though I don't want to see it happen, but then they should really win it.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, they are in control. 9 points ahead, with City only having a game in hand is.
Bro, lose 2 or 3 games.
Any of the top team. Yeah, but you can also see the same for City. City also dropped a crucial points leading up to this point, which is why there was a 9-point gap in the first place. So, it goes on to both teams. But as of now, Arsenal is in cruise control. If they win 5 out of the next 7 games, they won the league.
They've won it.
They won the
So
league.
they need so they're on a countdown to 5, essentially.
That's it.
They just need 5 wins.
That's it. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be 5 anyways, because one of those games against Manchester City. So if they beat City as well too,
Then
they're well in cruise control.
But then this is the case where even in the cup final, they struggled to even score a goal.
Yeah, different circumstances,
Bro, still a cup final.
No doubt. I'm just in different circumstances. They've learned from that, and they've had the benefit of having to play them at a time where, they are at full pump. Who knows what they'll make of the next fixture in a more, I would say, way more important fixture as compared to that cup final.
I agree, more important, but then I'll say that the match in front of you should be the most important.
No doubt, no
You
doubt.
get me?
But in this case, they were not able to take advantage of that opportunity, and they have to focus on the rest of the games ahead of them. And the rest of the games ahead of them are way more important than whatever that Carabao Cup final would have done for them if they had won it. Like I was saying with the FA Cup as well, if they end up the season with that Carabao Cup trophy, very, very meaningless season if you're an Arsenal fan.
Well, last season or this season? Oh, like just this season, you mean?
Well, this season.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
season.
yeah. No, but then like first trophy down, everybody was talking about quadruple.
Oh,
and all
the
that.
quadruple ticks are not. They were not realistic, and it wasn't as loud as you would say.
It's
It
not
was like
from this. It's
it was
not
very
from them,
similar.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's very similar.
It was from the
From the media,
It's not even media. Opposing, what do you call it? Fans.
Just the media. I would say the media as well. Try to push the agenda. But like every single time where we see a team that doesn't concede as many goals and is taking care of all their opponents, you always hear shouts of a potential quadruple charge. But it's just very, 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 very
It's
difficult
tougher
to
than
do.
you
Very,
think.
very difficult to do. I mean, with Pep Guardiola and the City teams at their might, were not able to accomplish that feat. They were able to complete a treble,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
not able to
What trophy
complete
did they
the
miss
four.
out on? The FA.
They missed out on the FA Cup.
Yeah, Crystal Palace won it that season, or was it West Ham? Which one? Crystal Palace.
No.
This, when was
No, that
Crystal?
was in 2023. So in 2023 must have been Liverpool, I think.
Liverpool.
Yeah. must
So
have been
when did
Liverpool.
Crystal Palace win it?
Crystal Palace won it last season?
Last season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crystal Palace won it last season. So yeah, I don't know, but it's just not easy to do. I mean, even with Sir Alex Ferguson and United at full pump, were not able to do it. They're able to complete a treble, but that 4 trophies, yeah, very, very, very difficult to do.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult to do.
So talk to me about Sporting. What do you think of them as a football team?
Sporting has produced some of the most exciting talents in all of world football, from your Cristiano Ronaldo's to your Bruno Fernandez's to your Nuno Mendes. It's just that right now they are in a weird transition place. Ruben Amorim left. They've lost a few of their star players, with Victor Gokres having left as well. So I don't know. It's been a interesting time for them the last, I would say, 18 months. But to an extent, from what I've seen, they seem to be finding their feet a little bit. They are in a bit of a, let's say, title mix-up now between them and Porto and Benfica. I think right now they are about 5 points behind Porto.
Benfica, Porto.
Porto. And
Oh, so they could also do
Yeah.
what do you call it?
but they have a game in hand as well. So they're finding their feet quite a bit, and they're proving to be the
handful.
squad that they once were under Ruben Amorim.
The fraud. Man.
Oh, in this case, I wouldn't say it was a fraud. I just think I think with a lot of these coaches, they just get caught up in wrong place, wrong time. Manchester United has had Mourinho come through, has had Louis van Gaal come through, has had Ralph Ragnick come through, Eric Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim, David Moyes. And in some of those cases, some of those managers have gone on to other places and
And
proven
been
successful.
fantastic,
elsewhere,
David
elsewhere.
Moyes.
So United as a whole has been very, very dysfunctional since Alex Ferguson left. And you can't really pinpoint and blame a specific manager for their issues. And I say that across, like, not even just United, but across many clubs. A lot of people are strongly mistaken when they blame a specific coach
For the issues.
as for their issues. Like right now, any Chelsea fan for me that's blaming Liam Rosenier for their issues is strongly mistaken.
I like to say
Strongly-
I'm one of them.
Strongly mistaken, And I think one thing that always does in football and in general in life and in media, it just offers a fantastic distraction. It takes away from real issues, and the people that are meant to be having fingers pointed at them are able to hide and rest at night peacefully. There's certain people that we have to point fingers at, and one of those people is definitely not Liam Rosenier.
So who would you put? Me right now. Forget about owners.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You cannot.
Why not?
You simply cannot.
Why not?
They make all the hires. They make all the decisions. If they want to get rid of somebody, they will get rid of them.
Yeah.
If they want to hire somebody, they will do whatever they can to
But-
hire that person.
but you
It doesn't
know-
mean they will show up. Luis Enrique was potentially being offered this job. He did not want to take it.
The Chelsea
Head coach job
of
of Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Head coach
That's
job. He did not want to take
interesting.
it. He did
And
not want to take
where's
it.
he right now?
PSG.
PSG. Well, he stayed at PSG.
And
So.
he won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was before he joined PSG.
But we went with what's his name? Enzo.
Yeah, but that was not necessarily our first option.
Choice, yeah.
You know, so we're getting.
So then
we
my
are
question
getting
is-
leftovers.
My question is
because of the limitations we've set up within the club, that's preventing managers to see through their philosophy. Because we have our own philosophy we want to implement, and there's just an entire clash within the club. So you have, I mean, look, Maresca didn't get sacked full on.
he left.
It was a mutual agreement to part ways. You know, we were not that bad. I mean, sure, we had a stretch
7
of games
games.
where 7 games, but
With
that
one
happens
win.
under every Chelsea team here and there over the last 10 to 15
And when
years.
when that happens, they get sacked.
Not all the time.
Give me an
Not all the
example.
time. I can give you a time. Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte started out as a Chelsea man terribly.
I remember
Terribly.
there was one
And he
game
was
that-
given his opportunity to see it through, and he won a league title
yeah,
in that same
but
season.
It was literally after, I think, was it an Arsenal game we played or something?
We lost.
We
even
lost horribly.
that game. And
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
horribly.
That's what I'm saying. So certain managers have given the opportunity to see it through and, you know, put together a solid team that can battle. We were not. It was not a disaster situation. Chelsea managers get sacked in most of the time in disastrous situations. Dressing room has been lost. We are out of the top 10. We're not fighting for Europe. There's no trophies to battle for. So you're gonna get sacked. Whether you're Lampard, whether you're Di Matteo, whether you're a former club legend, you will be
get
moved
sacked,
on,
yeah.
unfortunately. You know. But the
So-
mistake that's always being made is that we blame a specific manager for the issues that prevail.
Now, so for me right now, you know why I'm saying I can't really look at the owners as much anymore, because at the end of the day, they don't know shit about football. Excuse my language. They don't know anything about football.
But majority of owners in football do not know anything about football
Yes. So they
at the highest level.
100%.
So you hire the ones that do.
Exactly. Now,
But that's your decision.
I agree. Now, for me, if I can't get rid of my owners, right, the next best thing to get rid of is the board. Like the
No, not your board.
No,
Your sporting directors.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. The sporting directors. Do you get me? That's who I'm looking at, because they're the ones who are implementing this youthful idea, right?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who think it's the best thing to do. And in terms of even money.
Yeah, but the ownership also believes that.
Oh yeah, I agree. Because
Because this is not our first set of
No, but then-
sporting directors. Christopher Vivell was once a Chelsea sporting director in this same ownership.
Mm-hmm.
And he was relieved of his duties because he didn't fully believe that we needed all these young players amongst the squad. So anybody that didn't see what they are seeing, they get rid of.
But you see, I agree.
But these are all things that I'm saying that happen behind the scenes that get overlooked by fans. Fans are only seeing what's happening on a Saturday or on a Sunday. Or on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday if you're in the Champions League. And then that's a full stop. They're not realizing that there's ownership in there that's dictating every single thing you are seeing today and was planned ahead at the beginning of the season. And this is why we are not playing as well as we should.
Because in the beginning of the season, we should have gone for a centre back, Mark Q.
And you see, the thing is that all these things we are seeing, even in regards to an acquisition of a centre back,
Or Gay, whatever his name.
Maresca made it very clear that this is what he was looking for. He said in a press conference, and those were the initial signs of friction amongst the ownership. That this guy is voicing out that he wants centre back, and you guys are not,
Minding
fulfilling his request. And instead, we're going to spend, extra money in certain positions that we don't really kind of need, that kind of reinforcement there. 40 million pounds that was spent on Garnacho could have been used for a pretty decent Premier League defender.
Bayern is ahead by 1 goal already.
Yeah, Luis Diaz scored 41st minute.
Let's get that on our scores. Luis Diaz. Oh my God. Liverpool. What a player. What a
Yeah.
player. Like, they've really missed out. Or what do you think?
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah. I don't think they should have sold him.
It was very good money. Very, very good money, especially for what they bought him for. Sometimes in football, it's not really about sentiments and holding on to the player because of how well he's playing. But sometimes it's just about fully extracting his value.
100%, I agree with that.
He's not getting any younger. And the kind of money that, Bayern was quoting was definitely very
How much did they buy? Was it 100?
mouth-watering. No.
80?
It was about 75 million pounds.
75.
75 million pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
And,
good money.
Well over 100% made on their initial investment.
But I also...
Michael
Vinny.
Oliver is not buying
Yeah.
Vinicius' attempt for calling for a penalty. But as always, VAR will take a look. So yeah, that's a penalty.
Yeah. He's holding his hand. He doesn't get the ball. Trips him over.
Yeah.
But this is also Champions League. They're
No,
not
but
as,
it's not. Yeah.
They're not as, contact. There is contact.
Significant contact.
And he's holding his hand as well.
But he was calling for a handball. I guess
Is that,
Vinicius pulled the ball. Oh, they didn't give it.
Yeah, they didn't give it.
Halftime.
Half-time, Real Madrid are behind. Oh, no. I made a mistake on our squad graphics. Just adding some text. Let's head back to the Arsenal Sporting game or Sporting Arsenal game. Let's see how things are going there. Still 0-0 over here.
Yeah.
But so far, so good for Arsenal,
Yeah.
So good for them. So for me, as much as I am a Chelsea fan, I like to see the English teams do well. Do you get me? It bodes well for the league, Like, it shows how competitive the league is. It shows why, the Premier League is the toughest league in the world. Yeah, in the world. But all in all, I still wouldn't want them to lift the trophy. I want to see them go to the final. I really want to see Arsenal go to the final because I feel like they deserve a final. But I don't know whether they deserve a trophy.
Why deserve a final? Why what makes a
They
team
played
deserve
well.
a final?
They played very well, and if they are able to beat the Sporting team,
Play
of
very
course.
well in the Champions League.
Yeah. They topped the league. They didn't concede many goals. Yeah, that's when we won it in our league in the group stages. We went we conceded only 4 goals or 5 goals
But
in
I
the
don't know,
whole.
group stage performances doesn't dictate, you being deserved of a final appearance.
But what I'm-
Bayern Munich has been one of the most successful teams in all of Champions League group stages.
yeah,
But they don't have many trophies to show for it, and even final appearances to show for it.
yeah,
Because by the time you get to the knockout stages, your Madrids, your Barca's, your in the past, your AC Milans, your Inter Milans show up big time and are ready to play some football. Bayern Munich has been extremely successful in group stages. There have been seasons where they didn't drop a point, and literally nothing at the end of the season.
that's because also the teams they faced, they didn't. That's why I like this. What do you
You
call
can see
it?
the same for Arsenal this year.
Well, we faced some big teams.
Okay. I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying you can see similar things that You know.
But also my bias, English teams. You get me? That's why I say I feel like they deserve a final. They should at least go and see what it's like to be in a final.
Oh, they've been in 2006.
Yeah, but not of recent. 2006 is a long time. That's what, 20 years?
Yeah, but I still don't think they deserve.
You don't think it deserve?
I don't think they
Oh, me, I'll stand by you because Charlie, anything to get Arsenal fans rattled. You know,
No, it's not even to rattle them, but you know,
it's the truth.
this thing is bestowed upon you. You know, these things is bestowed upon you. If you're a team that's performing well at the high level, you're able to beat the best in Europe, you'll find yourself in the Champions League final and prepare to contend for it on the day. I don't think Arsenal is deserved of that. You know, especially look how they're performing in other, you know, tournament situations. You know, they lost the Carabao Cup final, got knocked out to the FA Cup this past week. That all happened in the matter of a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Why do they deserve to be in the Champions League final when there's a Bayern Munich that's
I believe,
full on threatening?
I believe that's why I said I don't think they'll win it.
There's an Atletico Madrid that's looking pretty good. Barca's looking all right.
Yeah, but like Arsenal is a stronger team
Arsenal's stronger team than who?
than Bayern, not Bayern, than Barcelona and Atletico.
Why?
We beat Barcelona
Yeah, but that's on a day.
on a day. That's fair enough.
We are no longer in the competition.
It's true.
They still are.
It's true.
So, you know, it's just on a day. I don't think.
And we have in mind we played the champions.
Who?
PSG. We played the champions.
Yeah, and they knocked us out.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Very comfortably.
You know, so I
No
mean,
sweat.
in their case as well too, what makes you think that they don't deserve to?
Yeah, because
Be
they
right
just
up there.
they just be the club world the what do you call it, club world holders or whatever you call them. Because they can say that was the one team they weren't able to beat last year, and now they've been able to put them to rest.
Yeah.
You know, which is Chelsea. So I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Completely. But then again, me, I have to say it. You know, I have to put this spice in there. Put the spice in there. But we've been good. We've been good. I mean, they've been good. We haven't been bad. Real Madrid right now. I don't know how Real Madrid get through this though, but I know they'll fight.
Yeah, the game first half has been pretty easy for Olise. He's been extremely threatening, you know, finding his way on the wing and just pinging in balls into the box. So, and I don't know, Madrid is struggling, you know, to contain them defensively when balls are put into the box, whether through set pieces, corners, or crosses from Olise's end of the pitch. So, I don't know, they definitely have a lot of work to do. And are they going to maintain this, you know, counter-attacking philosophy right into the second half? Or are they trying to, you know, gain a bit more possession going into the second half to have a little bit more control? Because I would say Bayern has had their way with the game. Madrid has been a bit threatening, but not threatening enough.
Sporting have had some serious shots. We're looking at the highlights now of the Sporting Arsenal game.
Yeah.
And there have been some serious threats by Sporting. Who was that who took that shot?
Araujo.
Yeah. Man, hit the bar. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see who is on tomorrow's match.
Yeah, tomorrow's Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, as well as
PSG.
Liverpool, PSG.
Now that's the game I'm interested in. Liverpool PSG.
I'm more keen on the Atletico Madrid Barcelona game.
Why? Speak me through that.
Liverpool's very weak right now. They're not, you know, that threatening. They're very sloppy defensively. You know, PSG's heavy favorites. But Liverpool always have a trump card in the fact that they do play their home games at Anfield, and
Anfield
Anfield
is-
in any seasons where Liverpool has not been the best has always been a tough place to play at. So
Yeah, it's their fortress.
Um,
But wait, didn't just they lose a game there recently, and we were all surprised about it?
I don't
Let me
recall.
let me let me see their let me see their match history. Yeah, you're right.
I don't recall where. I mean, they lost.
Oh, they lost to
Man
City. Yeah,
Yeah, tough game.
but that was Premier League, so
Was a tough
anything
game.
can happen. Yeah, very tough game. Yeah, they haven't really lost there this season.
Yeah, no, Liverpool's home record. I mean, in many given seasons is just
Well, this Champions League, they've lost at home 4-1 to
Yeah,
PS. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, PSV.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking about.
yeah.
And they also lost there to United, which is a big statement for United. Yeah, so this season hasn't exactly. It's not been bad, but it's not been great at home. Because there are certain games they shouldn't be even thinking of a loss. They drew to Tottenham at home. Wow. Wow. Their end of season is tough as well, Liverpool.
Yeah,
'Cause
they-
from
they
now-
have Chelsea.
They have from after PSG, they're playing Fulham. They play PSG again and Everton,
Yeah,
which is no walk in the what do you call it?
no walk in the park.
Is it Merseyside Derby?
No.
What was it called?
The new stadium is called.
No, but what's the derby called? What's their derby
It's a
called?
Merseyside derby.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Merseyside derby. That's what they have.
The new Everton stadium is the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah, and then from there, they have Liverpool, Crystal Palace,
Yeah,
United, Chelsea, Everton, and Brentford. That is not easy at all.
no,
And-
definitely not.
And this is
Definitely not.
for them to get into the
top five.
top 5. Wow. And their competition right now is us, Chelsea. And
And Villa as well.
and Villa. Yeah. Well, so I'm looking from the people chasing them. Do you get me?
But they're not far off from Aston Villa.
Yeah, they're not at all. They're not
It's
at
a
all.
6-point lead. No, 5-point lead.
But anyone from 8th position can be in top 4.
Yeah. If they play the right cards,
Mm-hmm.
they are definitely in the battle for you some European football next season.
Wow. Chelsea's run of games are not any easier.
No, definitely.
Yeah, we've got City, United,
Liverpool.
Brighton, Leeds, Nottingham, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Sunderland, which is insane.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And I feel like that Tottenham game will be do or die for us.
No, not necessarily.
Really? But because of where we are on the table,
Not necessarily. I think the games against Liverpool and
City and
no,
United.
then United are crucial. Liverpool and United.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it if we're not able to cross those lines.
No, but those are the games where if you do take care of it, would mean more.
Yeah.
It would mean more because they're against opponents that are fighting for top 5 against you. know. So
Let's go see. I want to just look at the people fighting for top 5 right now.
Yeah.
So obviously Everton, United. I want to see their run of games. So we've done City and Liverpool so far. Arsenal, United don't have many games and it isn't as bad as ours and Liverpool's. They have Leeds, they have Chelsea, they have Brentford, they have Liverpool. So everybody's playing each other. Liverpool,
amongst the
yeah,
top 5,
yeah. Sunderland, Nottingham, and Brighton. I think they can go all these games with a win. United.
I see.
I think they can, but then it'll be it's going to be difficult
Yeah, it's not gonna be-
against
it's not gonna be
Chelsea
easy.
and Liverpool.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah, but the rest, I expect them to win. Even though I know it's not going to be a walk in the park in Leeds, Brentford, Sunderland. Sunderland Sunderland have been horrible this season. They haven't been great.
Horrible, no, they've been pretty good.
Yeah,
For a team
bro,
that
fuck.
just-
Yeah, my
For a
bad.
team that have been pretty. That just got.
I was thinking
promoted.
about Burnley. My
They were
bad.
in
My
the top four.
bad.
They were in the top four for at least half the season.
Yeah, no, but they're 11th.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
initially they were top four to begin the season
Yeah, that's my
for
bad.
about half of it.
Wow.
Well, Sunderland has been pretty
Incredible.
good. They've won and won some big points against Arsenal. I remember 2-2. They beat Chelsea. No, they've been really, really good this season.
Wow.
Really, really good this season. First season back in the Premier League in well over 8-9 years.
Wow. Sunderland. Okay, so from there we go to Brentford. With Brentford, it's okay. They have Everton, Fulham, United, West Ham, City, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. So all these teams almost play like they're playing each other. We're all playing each other. We all haven't played Everton. Everton we just beat. Wait, they just beat us 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. 21st March. They have Brentford, Liverpool, West Ham, City, Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Tottenham. Wow. So this is why Arsenal are probably more comfortable than most.
Yeah, they're in cruise control. They just have to.
They
take
need
care
to
of
just
games where they need to take care
yeah,
of them.
because
5 out of the next 7 games, and they should be in a good spot.
for them they have Bournemouth, obviously Sporting, City, Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
They can take care of this league as quickly as possible. They just need to start by obviously beating City and Bournemouth.
Yeah, that would
Those
get,
first two.
that would get them right along.
Those first two have to go down. You know. And then we come to Aston. Did we look at Aston Villa? Aston Villa are in the Europa and they are playing
Yeah, Bologna.
Bologna, Nottingham, Sunderland, Fulham, Tottenham, Burnley, Liverpool, and their end of season is City. Oh,
Yeah.
that's hard for an end of season.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, especially with them still being in Europe.
That is horrid. So that's do we do City? City I feel sorry for. Because they have Chelsea, Arsenal, Burnley, Southampton for the FA semi-finals, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the top 8 have easy games.
No. It's definitely
Yeah.
a tough stretch of games to finish out the season strong.
Because all the top 8 essentially play one or the other, which is difficult. So it's hard to predict how this table is going to end.
Exactly.
Like, very interesting. All right, guys, it's kickoff again at Bayern. Oh, no, Madrid. And it's 1-0 to Bayern.
Yeah.
And they are on their way again, straight to attack. Olise with the ball. And Harry Kane
What
with a
a
goal.
goal.
What a goal. Oh, my God.
What
Harry
a goal.
Kane.
Yeah,
Straight.
that Olise Kane combo
Yeah.
is deadly.
And I was
It's
looking
just
at...
deadly.
I was
Second
thinking...
half just starts and they're just right at it.
Gone. I was looking at Harry Kane and wondering why is Harry Kane so deep?
Yeah.
And he just showed me why with that strike.
No, I mean he consistently finds himself in amazing pockets
Like,
throughout the pitch. He can drop deep. He
nobody
can run in
marking him.
behind. He easily, for me, is the best striker in world football right now.
Like, not even for
Yeah.
you. Anyone who watches football should know that Harry Kane is the most dangerous striker right now. because you don't know where he's gonna pop up. He's in the box, he's outside the box. He can score from anywhere. Look, no one marking him.
His ball IQ is next level.
Incredible.
His ball IQ is next level. He's displayed that in the Spurs jersey. He's now displaying that in a Bayern jersey. He's done that in an England jersey. He's just top striker and honestly the best there is right now.
Incredible. And they're at it again. Or is this a
Yeah, Madrid shouldn't fall apart. Here.
What? Because right now they're just at them.
Yeah.
Again. I would have thought that, it was a replay. But exactly the same thing. Olise with the ball.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I mean, Olise has been having his way this game. He's just an immense goal threat. You know, he finds himself just taking on his defensive opponents, and Charlie makes it so easy for him. Easy save there.
Olise, I hear, before this game was 3 goals away from equaling Messi's assist record. I don't know.
3 assists or 3 goals?
3 assists.
Yeah.
3 assists away from having the most assists in one season.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's now assisted 1, so he's 2 away, which is incredible. By the end of this season, he would have had the most assists in all of, in the history of world football in one season.
I mean, probably Europe, just Europe.
Just Europe?
Yeah,
Well,
probably
yeah,
Europe,
obviously, yeah. Because we don't know what's happening in South America and all those other places. Like top flight football, which is incredible. Wow. What a player. To think that who let Crystal Palace let him go, and no Premier League team actually put in any massive bid for him. They may have bid.
Oh no, they were.
They put in bid,
They
but
were-
they didn't.
No, they made. I think a lot of teams
Chelsea.
made significant pushes. It's just that the price that was being quoted within England for him to stay within England was much higher than
I think
for him to move outside of England.
I would have paid.
No, I think it would have been quite a lot. I mean, that's why a lot of teams hesitated.
Yeah, I still would have paid. With how he's playing, he's worth it. Or
Yeah, but-
what do you think?
Yeah, but keep in mind, I mean, he's in a less challenging league now. You know, there's not
Yeah.
too much pressure on him expected on a week-to-week basis as compared to being in the Premier League.
But he's Premier League proven.
Premier
That's
League
my
proven,
thing.
no doubt about that. But could he have kept it up if it was for a bigger team? Remember, being at Crystal Palace there's no pressure during any week to week. You're not expected to win trophies. You're not expected to challenge individually for
But
certain prizes,
that's
end
why
of season awards.
That's why I think that the fact that he's doing to Bayern, where there is that kind of pressure, is incredible.
No, but there isn't that kind of pressure like that. But
In Bayern?
no, there isn't. You're playing the Bundesliga.
No,
You're not facing that tough opponents week to week like you would in the Premier League, anyways. You know, I don't know. I mean, look at Eze. Eze moved from Crystal Palace to Arsenal. He's in the midst of a position battle with Odegaard.
Yeah,
You know,
but
everybody would have thought it was smooth sailing for him,
to
to be already Premier League proven, beating Man City in the FA Cup final, beating Liverpool in the Community Shield final, and
But would you say that
it hasn't been smooth sailing at all for
at
him.
the time, who did you think was a better player, Olise or Eze?
They're two different player profiles, so I wouldn't
the
compare the
two.
two. You know, Eze is a number 10. You know, at least he can play as a 10, but he finds himself on the right wing.
yeah.
You know, so and they were teammates once upon a time. So yeah, I don't think it's a comparison.
It's
thing.
not a comparison
You know.
thing. But what
I
I'm
don't think
saying
it's
is
a
that
comparison thing. But who, if you were to ask a Crystal Palace fan who meant more to them, it would definitely be Eze.
that's what I'm trying to drive at.
It would definitely be Eze. Eze has found himself in the history books of Crystal Palace, you know, well ahead of Wilfred Zaha, Victor Moses,
Zaha too was a player, you know.
Maiteta, whoever, you know.
Zaha should have moved on earlier than he did.
I mean, he did. I mean, and that also didn't work out. He went to Manchester United. And that was Sir Alex
yeah,
Ferguson's last ever signing. And, It didn't work out at all.
And then he came back to
The lights were way too bright. Way too bright. It's unfortunate. I mean, football, that's how it works out like that, unfortunately, sometimes, and came back to Palace eventually, and, it worked out for him. It's just sometimes the pressure builds up. It's intense, especially even if it's within the exact same league. Just playing in a different jersey, a top 6 side where the fans expect from their playing squad top performances every week. It's a different kind of beast. It's a different kind of beast to try and face.
Bruh,
If you're a
Premier
Crystal
League is
Palace
different.
player, you're a Palace player, Nottingham Forest player, Leeds, West Ham, the bar is way lower. Way, way lower. You're just expected to show effort. We're not expecting amazing goals every week and amazing performances every week.
Let's go back to Arsenal. Let's see what they are saying. Well, that's incredible from Bayern. Oh. Too far for him. Arsenal, that Sporting Arsenal game seems a little bit dry. They've had a total of 9 attempts, 5 by Sporting, 4 by Arsenal, 2 on target by Sporting and 1 on target by Arsenal. There hasn't been really a lot in there.
Yeah, Arsenal's not showing much a goal threat.
But that's Arsenal as well,
Yeah, they're just lacking up front, and it's been that way for a while now. They don't have any cutting edge players that can take on a man. Madueke seems to be the only one that can't do that, but his final third is at times, a bit poor.
Yeah.
A bit poor, and he needs to try and convert a bit more. Gyökeres is growing a bit, he's having a good feel of the Premier League now, and he's showing to be a pretty good player. But not everybody's too happy with his performances. He's had a good number of goals this season to back himself up, so not everybody's complaining.
Gyökeres, yeah. Not been bad. Not been bad at all. But wait, how many goals is he on?
Right now this season, I know he's well above 10
10 goals.
in the league. I don't know about
I'll go check
the
his
entirety
stats.
of the season. But let me see. Season.
He's had 11 goals.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, just in the league.
Let's see, career. 17 goals, 2 assists this season.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I won't say incredible.
No, it's for a player that hasn't had
I won't say
as many
I won't say
starts.
incredible.
Really? I
I
didn't.
won't say incredible. I mean, because there've been other Arsenal players, other
okay.
strikers, in recent years that have come in with a bang. They've had Aubameyang and Lacazette in the past. It's been good, in my opinion. It's been good, but the eye test shows otherwise at times. A lot of people have not really been impressed with his play,
But-
which is why at times he's been benched for Kai Havertz or Gabriel Jesus.
But
Because
that's my point.
he hasn't been fully proven.
Do you get me? The fact that he scored 17 goals being benched against Kai Havertz and all that, yeah, it's impressive.
No, but it just shows that they're not happy with his
Performance. But what do you think about the eye test?
Eye test. I mean, he's somebody that
No,
struggles.
I mean the topic eye test. Sometimes
if you are truly well aware of football, you've been in tune and dialed in to the game of football, you've played it in the past, you have an understanding of what a good player is and what a good player is not. You'd have your own perspective as to what a great player is and your own feel as to what that player should be doing.
So would you say that the eye test is more subjective?
It's definitely subjective.
Yeah.
It's definitely subjective, but I think we can all agree across board in certain cases.
Because right now, people are moving away from using stats to determine whether a player is good enough or not. Which,
Oh,
in some cases, I think
we're in the data era. I mean, we're in the data era regardless, so people are definitely still looking at numbers. But a combination of, an eye test and, solid statistics to back that player up will definitely get him signed for the best of teams.
But that's why I asked that, because there's a counter. Oh no counter. Okay, there's still a counter, but Arsenal's goalkeeper recovered beautifully, and the Arsenal team recovered beautifully as well. Like that was good by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, kept it safe, no nonsense.
Kept it really safe. Raya, would you say Raya is one of the best goalkeeper in the world right now?
I don't know about the world, but he's definitely the best keeper in the Premier League.
Yeah, no doubt.
The world, there's some other keepers that would have another say.
Give me
Courtois or Black,
All Black for.
Atletico Madrid.
Well, I don't know why we never went for him. When we had the opportunity.
Under this new ownership, I mean, he wouldn't have fit our profile. He doesn't
At
play.
all.
He doesn't play well on the ball, but he's a great shot stopper. It's a great shot
And we've
stopper.
had that,
and he also
and-
doesn't fit the age-wise.
He's old.
Doesn't fit
But
the age.
I sometimes think that might actually be a solution, or like a old head goalkeeper who can actually man the back line, command them as well.
But you see, with the kind of money that would command, are you willing to, put in like 40, 50, 60, 70 million pounds in a goalkeeper that you might
Seasons,
4 or
yeah.
5 seasons? Which is why, we have the keeper situation. I'm sure it'll see itself through. I mean, Mike Penders right now is at Strasbourg. He looks exciting. He looks like a young Courtois. He's also from Belgium as well. So
Yeah, but
he
you see,
plays well on the ball. Good shot stopper. I think he's definitely going to be a Chelsea #1 soon.
oof, Mike Penders,
Yeah, Mike Penders.
is he coming in next season?
Not sure yet, but he's definitely on loan at Strasbourg because he's a Chelsea player. So.
Because that's the only thing I like about our model, that certain players we know are going to be there for years to come, and we know that these are the players we are growing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but having said that, we would have thought the same about Noni Madueke.
Yeah, but I
Do you
think
get me?
he was just a proven example of being able to extract more value for certain players that have proven themselves a little bit. And we got well over 50 million pounds for his
And if he
for
had
his
a
talents.
3-year clause, a 3-year contract, he would have probably gone for like 20 or 25 or even less.
What do you mean?
As in, like, I feel like because they're tied into long contracts, it makes it harder for teams to just grab them.
In his case, I think on how many years he had left was probably lingering around 4.
Yeah,
Maybe
And
4,
that's
3, even I would even say 3 or 4.
that's still a lot.
3
But
or 4.
if we had signed him on a 3-year contract, he would have. How long he was with us for? What, 2, 3 years?
I mean, keep in mind, if you are definitely below the age of 25, you're definitely not getting 3-year contracts. You're starting at least 5. Regardless of the team.
Really?
Yeah, below 25, you're at least on a 5-year contract.
Yeah, because you never know.
On a 5-year contract.
So then it's not mad the way we're moving with our contracts.
No. I mean, it's just that, in some cases, if the player is not performing at a level that he should be and you're trying to push him off your books, it might be a bit more difficult because of how many years he has left on his contract. And so
That's where we faced with Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling was that case. But Sterling's one wasn't in regards to how long he had left.
It was
more
about
regards to
money.
his salary.
Yeah.
Other teams are not willing to pick up, the salary he was on. And in many cases, when he was loaned out, Chelsea had to split, almost, I think, evenly his salary between themselves and the other club.
Which is wild. But I'll say so far, this Arsenal game has been a very boring one. There hasn't been.
It's just Sporting has been, not making it easy for Arsenal to play through them, and they've been interesting on the counter, but yeah, Arsenal's not showing any much creativity in between the lines. Trying to push a few balls forward, but nothing really comes out of it, unfortunately.
But this is why I also think that Arsenal still have a strong hold on this game, because this is their football. Starve and, how do I say it? Annoy, torment the opposing team till they, some sloppy, what do you call it, mistake by them, or they get a free kick or corner, they score, and then they lock it down. They don't need a large goal margin to win games.
No.
They're solid like that.
Yeah, they know how to keep things nip and tuck and
Exactly.
hold on to leads.
So-
But sometimes getting that lead is a struggle.
That's also why I think that they're the team that can actually go to the final, because like in past years, if you have a solid defense like that, yeah, it normally gives you Champions League finals. Because like if you're hard to break down and all that, you don't need to concede first, actually. You need to just make sure, because they don't have any penetrating passes that will, lead them to a direct goal or an open play goal. Like, it's very interesting, Arsenal. It's an interesting team.
Definitely.
I've actually grown to like them this season as a squad, not as a club. And I've grown to appreciate Arteta as well, even though he has very interesting ways of coaching.
Yeah. I think in the Madrid game, Bellingham and Militao are on
We have Bellingham
for
and
Dean Huijsen and Pitarch. Thiago Pitarch.
offside. So Bellingham is on now.
Yeah. And then Militao.
Let's see how they perform. Let's see whether Real Madrid can get a goal back. So now we're back at the Real Madrid Bayern game. Oh my God. Luis Diaz almost scored a goal as well from a corner. Good defending from, what's his name?
Trent.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. What do you say with the corner again? Oof. Oh, that is a bit ambitious from Luis Diaz.
Yeah, the Bayern corners have been, and set pieces in general have been tough for Madrid to deal with.
Make that pass, okay.
Nice one.
Bellingham leading the counter. Mbappe.
Oh, what a save.
A beautiful save from Neuer, but a really good build-up from Real Madrid, on that counter with Bellingham and Mbappe.
A great save.
Now Real Madrid has a corner.
Great save.
Oh, I feel a Rudiger header right now. Oh, short corner. I feel like that was wasted. But let's see what they can do.
Yeah, corner. Yeah, Madrid is showing a high sense of urgency, which is always a good thing. No.
Because Real Madrid are playing at home. Yeah. They're losing 2-0. I don't know how they go back to Munich. with this kind of scoreline. If it was the other way around, there's a little bit more faith.
Oh, I mean, 2-0 is not disastrous. I mean, if I was Madrid, I mean, a goal back would be exciting.
Yep.
I mean, it would be great for the tie, but look, Madrid are the king of remontadas, And
But they haven't been able to do that in recent time.
oh, how recent is recent for you?
2 years.
In the last 2 years, they did that against Man City. Yeah, it's Man City. 2 seasons ago, Madrid won the Champions League.
Was it 2 seasons ago?
And yeah, they're the king of remontadas.
Oh,
I mean, even last season they knocked out Man City out of the Champions League.
but was it a
If I
remontada?
recall, yeah. If I recall.
Let's see head to head. I'll check. Madrid. Yeah, they did, but it wasn't a remontada. They beat City 2-3 at City's home and came back home and won. Oh,
Oh. No, Madrid has been moving the ball very, very well.
a lot faster.
Moving the ball very, 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 very well. They are pinging balls across the field, but just not enough. Mbappe has found himself wide of the goal a couple times, but it looks like it's coming. It looks like it's coming.
There's still hope.
Tight angle. Extremely tight angle. Come on, Los Blancos. Okay, and Bayern is making some changes. Serge Gnabry off. And that looks like Lima. And Lima as well off for Alfonso Davies. And Jamal Musiala.
Yeah, Musiala. I'm so happy to see him back,
Yes. Injury during the Club World Cup was horrendous.
Yeah, that leg break. Davis had almost similar injury, didn't he? Did he break his leg?
And he's had an
ACL,
ACL
yeah.
knee injuries. And I think he's lost quite a bit of muscle in his trunk. His
He's
lower
not as
body.
fast, is he?
I don't know about speed. I mean, I haven't seen him. He hasn't played too many games since he's been back.
Yeah, Alfonso Davis. Is he of Ghanaian descent?
The Ghanaian descent because he was born here because his parents were forced to flee Liberia. So he was born in Bujumbura. Born
Okay.
in Bujumbura in the refugee camp. Because of
Offside.
the Liberian Civil War. So
That makes sense.
that's his Ghanaian connection. I mean, which makes him eligible to play for Ghana back. Now that he's appeared in a World Cup actually and a couple other CONCACAFs for Canada.
Oh yeah, he plays for Canada. He can't play for
No, he can't play for anybody else.
yeah. Do you think he's going to the World Cup, isn't he?
Yeah. Canada's automatically qualified for the World Cup. So
Like what I mean
should
is
be
that is he
definitely
getting Is he getting a call up?
Oh,
Or it would be
definitely,
insane
definitely.
for them not to.
definitely, I mean, he's
That was bad.
one of Canada's best players, if not the best. If not the best right now.
So for you, this World Cup, what do you think is going to be your bar Ghana?
No, definitely Ghana's not involved in anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying your team.
My team, or even Ghana was not even my team for me heading into the World Cup.
Yeah, what's your team?
I don't have a team. I mean, I'm more looking forward to some really good football, but I can definitely pinpoint contenders. I mean,
Yeah,
France is as solid as it gets. I have Portugal in there as well, and Spain.
Portugal.
Yeah, in Spain.
And those are the three contenders you're looking at.
Yeah, those are
Wow.
3 teams.
France, Portugal,
Spain.
and Spain.
Yeah.
Mine is England, Brazil, and I think France. Those three. France is in there all the time.
Yeah.
It would be insane if you don't put France in there. But for me, I'm looking forward to see what Tuchel and Ancelotti do in this World Cup.
Yeah, Tuchel, I mean, it hasn't been easy for him with
England.
England's friendlies. They lost to Japan last week. Wasn't an easy showing against Uruguay. I think they drew 1-1.
But
So,
I think that with that, you're just seeing, Tuchel experiment.
not necessarily. He definitely didn't have access to some of his best players, but he did have access to some solid Premier League players, and he did an opportunity. He had an opportunity to showcase what he could put together, and it came out winless from 2 games. And there's literally not many friendlies for the World Cup comes around. So experimenting, if that's what he claims to have been doing, is definitely not the way to go, because that match. Friendly window is crucial for many teams headed into the World Cup. And some teams have definitely learnt a lot from their 2 international friendlies during that period.
And that was the point. And I feel like England is it's just a pressure team. Like, no matter what you do, the English expect to be in the final and winning it.
Exactly.
And honestly speaking, in my opinion, they've had no reason to believe that. You've been to the final multiple times, but I
No
don't
reason for the England to believe that they could win it.
not to win it. Every single year, it's coming home.
I mean that's any national team heading into a World Cup. They're definitely going to be the most optimistic, to an extent delusional about their team. So
Whew!
wonderful. It definitely crossed the line.
Yeah.
Definitely crossed the line.
What a goal!
Yeah, Trent put in a classic
Whoa.
Trent's ball across the goal.
Now that's why they bought Trent.
Yeah,
What a goal! The assist from Trent was incredible.
yeah. So it's 2-1.
2-1.
Bayern is leading at the Bernabeu still, but Madrid have scored fairly straightforward goal. And it's been coming. I mean, the last 10 minutes, Madrid has been extremely threatening. Extremely threatening. Mbappe and Vinicius have found themselves in behind. And yeah, onside. Clean goal, cross the line. Pretty simple tapping for Mbappe there. But Neuer made a good attempt at trying to save it, so just couldn't keep it out in time. Oh, wow. Kimmich to Kane. Kane just puts it wide, but wow. On a half volley, having to turn a full 180 to try and volley that is really, really impressive. Wow, Trent, so sloppy.
And that's why.
So sloppy. So sloppy from Trent there.
I was just about to say.
Almost caused them.
That's why Liverpool sold him. Well, no, they didn't sell him, did they? Actually.
Yeah, I mean, no, they sold him. I mean, sold him for £20 million, but he wanted to leave.
That £20 million is just because he wanted to get out of there earlier and go to the club.
No, they didn't want him to get. They didn't want to get to the summertime and have a full say as to where he wants to go and whatnot and keep things dragging. So, but he wanted to leave. I mean, he made it very, very clear that he wanted to go to Madrid. So,
yeah. But what were your thoughts on that? Like, how the Liverpool fans felt about it and all that? I don't think I ever asked you.
No, I mean, in this case, I mean, look, he has a right to leave. He's won all the top trophies with Liverpool. He's done his bits. He's been a Liverpool academy boy. He knows what it means to be a true Red. Sometimes life takes you elsewhere. You have dreams. You have hopes of doing greater things in football. And honestly, there's literally no better place to further your career than
Free kick.
that are Real Madrid.
Like, that's why, I mean, I don't get too mad at players when they say they want to go to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we have a classic case of one right now in Enzo
Yeah.
Fernandez, which I think is okay, fair. Like, it
Yeah.
reminds you of home and all that, but like,
Yeah. I mean, there's been players in the past that have left simply no issues.
Hazard,
Very well understood.
yeah, Rudiger,
Yeah.
You know,
Iron Robin.
yeah. Like, you'd say even to
Good
Barcelona,
attempt.
I'm thinking of Henri and things like that. There's certain clubs where you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
this is
a-
supposed to be
it's a
one of
step
the
up. It's a step up.
yeah, it's supposed to be one of the pinnacles
Yeah.
of world football. You know, because of what they've done, what they've won. So if a player wants to go there, it's ambitious. It doesn't necessarily mean he'll end his career there.
Exactly.
He could be there 2-3 years and then come back to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Still in his prime. How old is he, Trent? Even?
It's about 20, maybe 5,
Yeah.
25, 26.
Give Trent like some 2-3 years in Madrid. He might just be on his way back. 27. 2-3 years will take him to 30 years. Doesn't mean he can't still play football. He'll still be in his prime ish. If he's able to keep up his fitness and all that. Because
Yeah.
of, you know, today's technology and all that and medicine.
Exactly.
Off. They're off again.
Good defending.
Yeah.
And Mbappe showing his willingness to come back. You know, there's a lot of eagerness in the squad, the sense of urgency. They're all fighting for the ball. Really trying to get Madrid back into the game.
But I also don't think that the Madrid players are peeling forward as fast as you would think.
Oh, they have been.
No, I'm saying right now.
They're just trying to control the
Yeah.
game. You know, game management, you know. Having to go back and forth multiple times, your recovery goes down. You
Yeah.
know, have to recover the ball and come back. The game management is key. And, you know, they're trying to take control over the game now. You can sense it. Bayern hasn't really been involved in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Which is interesting because it was all Bayern
Exactly.
in the first. In fact,
Let's see the first half.
no, even by the first half, even the second half, as soon
Just
as
at
the
the
whistle,
beginning.
yeah,
Just at the beginning. Just at the beginning. But Madrid is slowly trying to show a bit of dominance in the game and control the tempo of it. Oh, good effort.
yeah.
Should have put it through to Trent.
Trent would have.
Pinged
With
one,
the-
and Mbappe
yeah.
and Vinicius are ready for that ball into the box. That wasn't a bad effort at all.
Yeah. No, it hasn't been bad.
Oh, yeah, solid. I mean,
Yeah,
he's still one of the
he's
best keepers in the
in the
world.
world.
So no doubts about that.
Oh. Musiala.
Yep.
Jude Bellingham has been really
He's
good
been great since he came on.
yeah.
Yeah, he's changed the game quite a bit. Oh, nice.
Oh. He couldn't get through. He's
Looking for a
always
penalty.
appealing for Vinicius is always appealing for a penalty.
Let's see. Maybe they're looking at it.
I really like Harry Kane as a striker.
No, yeah, he's
Yeah.
the best there is.
Like, because look at where he is right now as their number 9.
Offside.
And I like the way he's being used by what's his name? Company. Because like it's as if he's not part of the counter attack. They allow him to, you know, get some time to get up there.
Oh, and he is. Sometimes he initiates the counter attacks, similar to what he used to do at Spurs with him and Son. You know, where he drops back a little bit and then pings in a ball to either Olise or Nabri or Luis Diaz. And then other times too, he'll keep running up forward and then hopefully find himself in the box as well.
Yeah. GP photo. I guess that's George. George, yeah, it's been a hell of a game, hell of a game. Madrid Bayern, whew. Whereas Arsenal has been dry. Or have you been tuned into the Arsenal game or not? Actually, we're gonna flip back there to see what's going on.
No, it's still
0-0.
still no here. The Madrid game is way more intense. Way more intense. Way more at stake.
Oh, they've been your favorite to win the what do you call it? The Champions
Champions
League.
League.
Man, really? Why? Tell me why. Well, let us know what your team is to win the Champions League. Tell us why this has been your favorite. Yeah, Real Madrid buying game is more interesting. There's more at stake at the moment. 2-1. Yeah, I don't think Sporting can. I don't know, but it would surprise us.
Yeah.
But you were saying earlier that Real Madrid just needed one goal to get themselves back
Yeah,
in there.
and manage the game. You know, you don't want to let the game run away from you. Oh wow,
Wow.
Militao, what is Rudiger thinking? Been impeded for no reason.
I think is it against Neuer? Oh
No,
no, it can't be.
definitely a foul against Rudiger.
Rudiger is such a troublesome lad.
But I think also to stop the game,
Oof.
I mean, a head injury, yeah.
Yeah. That's his head.
Yeah, a bit of whiplash.
Ah.
Yeah, last 15 minutes, Madrid has been intense. They've been all over the game.
George is saying that they've been solid defensively as well. That's why he's picked them for
Yeah.
the favorites.
No, I'd agree.
Yeah,
I'd
but
agree. I mean, throughout the tournament, they haven't shown too much weakness defensively.
they've been fantastic. But George, that's why I also think that Arsenal can actually go to the final. And I think that they could be second favorite because I think Arsenal has been so solid. And not a lot of teams can break down Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking at them as one of the favorites in the finals, but not to win it.
Yeah.
To win it, Bayern, 100%. But then Bayern have to make it over this Real Madrid team that says they will never die when it comes to Champions League. They're
Yeah.
always going to be in there.
Yeah, they just don't give up.
Yeah. You would have thought that Bayern had put the game to bed with the 2-0, and they were on the way to adding one more goal. Neuer, showing us why he was the first super keeper. Yeah, Arsenal do have the easier side of the draw. I agree.
Yeah.
So, like, them going to the final, it was a given. Bayern PSG final. I know why you're saying you would like to see it because you're a Liverpool fan. Yeah. So you don't want to write off your team. Do you think your team can do it against PSG?
Okay. Trent into the box. Rudiger, long header. Oh.
Oh wow. Wow. Wait, Arsenal are playing away. Man. Bruh. So who scores it? Whose goal was that then?
I think they must have given it to Mbappe. Yeah, they did. The ball crossed the line before Brahim Diaz got there. Right there, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, not under Slot. You're really against Slot like that? Bro, when I was telling you last season he was a fraud, you didn't believe me. Like, I said it so many times that no coach lets his team go on a holiday at the end of the season when there are like 5 more games to go. And you're like, we've won it. We have nothing to do. We've won it. Look at you now.
Oh no, but Chelsea did that this season.
No, but like it wasn't like
And a lot of teams go on holiday all the time.
No,
during the
holiday
season.
is cool, but 5 games to go. You're
Yeah.
celebrating, popping champagne
Yeah,
on
because
the beach.
there was a break.
Nah.
And they won the league.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. It's
No,
like
no.
for me, finish hard.
Nah.
They
You
didn't
don't
have,
have to. You've won the league. There's nothing else
bro,
for you
but
to
they
do.
didn't even have Club World Cup.
Yeah, but you've won the league.
Bro, me, it's all about mentality.
Wait.
Cross the line.
But they won the league.
They've won it, but they haven't finished playing the games.
But they've won the league.
They still haven't finished. Nah.
That doesn't make. I don't think that adds up in a sporting.
Nah, for me, finish it. Don't put your mind on a holiday mood.
Yeah, but they won the league. I don't know. If you won the league, I don't know. Can you time when you celebrate?
What's he saying? I'll admit I don't see it.
Oh.
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't see it last season, but I was probably caught up in winning the league.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's my point. They were so caught up in winning the league.
They have
Bro.
Liverpool's reasons for not doing all this has nothing to do with them over celebrating.
I agree.
last season.
I
Diogo Jota died. I mean, come on, I'll rest in peace.
Rest in peace, but
Yeah, no,
everybody,
seriously.
whenever,
No, but it's very serious. Like,
it's valid.
No, it's very
It's-
serious.
it's
Not even valid.
It's
No,
valid.
seriously. Like, he passed away at the end of the season after they had won the league comfortably. And he was a huge part of that dressing room, apparently. You know, he was a huge glue tied into the squad and, everybody's friend.
Yeah,
That was a huge part as to why psychologically they're not able to really get themselves going. And they started the season very well. It just, hasn't gone well, since then.
Liverpool fans saying it right here. Results aside, our performance this season haven't been too much different from last season. And last season, I said the same thing.
They won the league. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter about performances, what they won the league.
I agree.
I mean, it's similar to what people are saying about Arsenal now, that they're not playing a beautiful football, they're playing around football, but they look comfortable and they look like they're going to win the league.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, how you won it as compared to another team is a whole nother conversation.
Oh, yeah. George is saying the same thing.
But
Yeah.
winning is winning.
So maybe I'm the only one who thinks that, like, bruh, like, you aren't getting the holiday if you haven't finished your job.
There's been worse teams taking holidays this season, even this season.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
far
agree.
worse teams.
No, but then, like, you see, I'm
worse
also
teams.
looking at the circumstances.
And they came back and lost multiple games in a
That's
row.
my point.
No, I'm saying Chelsea.
No, I'm talking about even Liverpool.
No, but I'm
at
saying
the end
even-
of the
I'm saying
season,
even-
they after that holiday,
But
they
they
lost
had-
to Chelsea.
But they won the league.
But point still stands.
It didn't change a thing.
But then your what do you call it? Your form goes into
No,
your
no,
next.
it doesn't.
No,
It
you
doesn't.
look.
It
No, no
doesn't.
matter
It does not.
how
It
how
does not.
don't you?
It's a brand new.
No, but like
they always see this in football, and everybody knows this. It's a fresh set
Yeah,
of
but-
38 games.
no, I agree. But then
Your last season has nothing to do with your current season.
no, but then you always look at what do you call it? Where were they last season? What
No,
went wrong?
no,
what went
no,
right?
no,
You
no,
have
no,
to.
no,
You
no,
have to. How? How don't you?
No.
Oh,
You can't say that. They had won the league. They had done better than anybody else in that 20-team chart. Sure, they celebrated or not, just like anybody would before the league ends. Anyways,
Not many teams have done that.
Many teams have. You don't always leave the league on the last day of the season.
I agree, but I'm not saying they don't go on a holiday.
What is it?
They don't go on a holiday.
If there's a window, there's a break. Many teams have traveled.
But
many players have traveled individually before the season ends.
individually, but not the whole team. The coach
Yes,
as
the
well
whole
was
team
on
can go on
holiday
break because they've won the league.
The coach was also on holiday, bro.
Because they've won the league.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I would never buy that.
That's not an issue. But they won the league. It's different if they were second and there was a Champions League final coming up. So they need to stay locked in and trying to finish the season strong.
I really want to know what people think.
There's nothing best you can do than winning the league.
I agree. But then, like me, your mentality today will carry on to tomorrow. That's how I look at it.
I'm telling you, that has nothing to do with why they're not performing well this season. Diego Jota passed away.
Yeah, he said we got rid of so many players in the summer. No, I'm agreeing with that, bro. I've said this before. Like the players,
Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz.
Wasn't that the first thing I said?
Luis Diaz were also a part of the reason why maybe they're not doing as well. And then the injection of certain players into the squad was maybe not necessary.
At
and
all.
Diego Jota passing. Them celebrating that league trophy, whether early, whether later, has no play in what happened this season. No play, bro. It was like, what? Well over 7 months ago. 8 months ago. Long time ago. And it was a long summer for them too because they had nothing to play for.
But that's my point. Like, take your break then.
No.
Take your break then.
You can't see that when it's a normal thing for teams to travel during the season.
No, but you see, I wasn't even saying this like after the fact. I was saying this at the end of the season.
But they won the league.
No, I said it at the end of the season, and I told them,
I
guys,
know,
guys, I was like
But
yeah,
you would admit that, sure, you called out that, they might pay for this, whatever. But
yeah.
it has nothing
But
to do.
also,
It has-
I did call out. Apart from, and my thing is that a serious coach won't do that. A serious coach,
lot of
no,
coaches
a
have done it.
serious Mourinho will not
I
let
can
you
guarantee
go.
you, if you want to go down this
will
route
not
of,
let
if
you
you want
go.
if you want to go around down this route of holidays and teams, trust me, I can pick out a time when the team went on holiday before the season ended. I can give you Chelsea. Don't worry, I'll bring it up for you right now.
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm going to wait for this. Like John Terry, end of season. You are going on holiday,
Normal,
bro. Like, nah, I don't buy that. Like, and for me, the reason why I even that's why I even called Slot a fraud, because like, bro, come on, don't let these guys go on holiday. You also need to like now take the time and figure out what am I lacking, what do I need. I don't think he did a good job of that. I don't think he's put the new players in together properly. Maybe I may be wrong, and it's just taking time. You know, George, what did you say? I believe it will, but I think it requires a new coach. Like, so you want Slot out. Who then would you want in from Slot? Bayern Munich win 2-1. I feel like they have a game on their hands next week. A game on their hands. Oh, wow. Arsenal have scored.
Yeah.
Mad. Sorry, guys. I haven't updated the scoreline. Wow. Who scored for Arsenal?
Look, 2014-15. I remember this article very well. 2014-15.
Yeah.
Matic, remember Matic speaking to the media. He said that after Chelsea won the 2014-15 title, we were unofficially on holiday. Then Jose gave us 40 days off. Players came back overweight. I remember seeing them and thinking, oh, we're in trouble. Now, you are thinking the 40 days goes into the summer. Now, I'll read for you another quote Matic said right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
But you know you're proving my point still.
No, wait. He said I'll be an important player. Oh, where is that point he said?
But you're still proving my point as to
No.
why you don't do that.
No. I'm just saying that it is a normal thing that happens. And you said that a serious coach like Jose Mourinho would never do that. You know, you said a serious coach like Jose Mourinho would never do that. And I'm just letting you know that it's a normal thing. Look, so he said, look, you use more energy because you are fighting. We won the title 3 or 4 games before the end of the season. From that point on, we were unofficially on holiday.
Unofficially.
What do you say?
Unofficially.
Unofficially means
No.
that you have games left and then you went on holiday.
Did they
what it
fly
mean-
out?
Yes. And he said that, look, they gave us 35 to 40 days off even after that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro, it's a normal thing. It's so normal. Because you have nothing else to compete for.
concede.
And keep in mind, that year, Chelsea got knocked out of the Champions League by Atletico Madrid. So there was nothing else to play for but the league, which we had won. It happens, bro.
Three to
3 to 4 games
and-
left.
and-
And this is the man that match is speaking about it. On
and
4-4
they came back over week. Did we win the league again after that?
Yeah, we won the league 2 seasons later under a different manager.
Yeah, and where were we?
No. Keep the
Are
same
they-
energy. Keep the
No,
same energy.
No, I
you
agree.
said your
No.
words were a serious manager like Jose Mourinho would never do that.
Okay, fair enough.
And I gave you specifically what you were looking
He
for.
did it,
And it happened.
and then what happened?
But that's what I'm trying to say.
What happened the next season?
You're not understanding.
No,
that.
I understand you, but what I'm trying
No,
to
no,
say
no,
is
no,
that
no.
that also even
No,
because
no,
he
no,
did it.
no.
and
Let's stick to the
Okay.
main point that you said it doesn't happen. I said it happens.
Okay, it's happened.
And it is normal. And there's teams that have done it and still won the league the following season. If you want, I can bring
Give
that
me
for
one.
you.
Give me one team that has done it
you
and
keep
won it the
doubting-
next
you keep
season.
doubting my-
Won
my-
it the next season.
Keep doubting, man. I can give you a Manchester United squad that did the exact same thing.
Under Ferguson.
Bro, it happens all the time. When you're that successful, celebration is key. It doesn't matter. Over celebrating is not a thing.
Okay.
Do you understand? Over celebrating is not a thing. Winning is winning, oh. No matter when.
I just realized Jackson is about to win. Might either win a Champions League and a Bundesliga.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh man.
United.
You want Xavi Alonso to replace Slot? That'd be interesting. That's not a bad shout at all. I think you'd be really good for your team. Your team would be like machines, bro. That'd be insane.
You see, even here they're saying Ferguson. Rio Ferdinand was talking about how Manchester United would have a break and even at times a week off after sealing titles because they didn't have an FA Cup or a Champions League title to chase for.
But what
But
happened?
they had Premier League games left. It's so normal.
Okay.
And with that case, United won a treble, won 3, Premier League titles consecutively during that era.
Okay.
So it's normal.
Okay.
It's so normal. It's up to one team, between one team and another, what they do with it the following season. But I don't think you can blame it unless in like a Chelsea situation where they see the players go overweight
And then went to
whatnot,
10. That's what I mean.
But then that didn't have to do with the in-season one. You're still playing games anyways. That has to do with more of overextending your celebrating going into the following season when it's a fresh start.
Yeah.
But
like, even with this team, I don't think it was necessarily good for them. Do you get me? I don't think it was necessarily good for them.
I think they had more life-wise to think about than, over celebrating. They had lost a fellow brother.
But that was
Just
as the season was starting.
No.
Was it at the beginning of? Yeah,
It
it
was
was
the
the
middle,
middle
right?
of.
It was
yeah.
2 weeks
It was-
after
it
they
was
won the league.
middle of the thing.
2
Club
weeks,
World. Yeah.
2 weeks right after they won the league, bro.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, yes. I think that plays way more of a factor as to why things didn't go well like they expected this year.
That's
bro.
fair. That's fair.
It was the disaster. And there wasn't a player they were expecting to move on from. It was...
I always thought that they were. What's his name was getting sold.
No.
That's insane. That's sad. That's so sad. I concede, guys. I concede. All right. It's been great. It's been fun. Catch us tomorrow for the next round of Champions League games.
Yep.
In a bit, boys
Safe.
and girls.